Healing begins when we make a conscious shift to do so. Make a shift with Chakra Wanda at chakrawanda.weebly.com. Get weight loss and cleansing off to a fast start with the 9-day supply of the Cleansing and Fat Burning System. You may experience greater energy, weight loss boost, improved muscle tone, balanced digestion, reduced cravings. Find it at rectorwellness.com.
My name is Natasha R. Rector, and I am the host and creator of The Real Feel Good Show. After junior high, I got involved in the Young Business Professionals of America. And my mind was just blown away. I mean, we had typing classes, we learned about how to conduct business. They sent us on assignments working for other businesses that were local. And before long, I actually became the president of the Young Business Professionals of America at the age of 16. So I knew without a doubt it was what I wanted to do. I guess if someone had to sum up with who is Natasha R. Rector, I am genuine, I am a go-getter, I am super creative, and I love to smile, I love to laugh, and I love to make other people feel good. So once I started meeting new people online, the idea of creating a web talk show came up. So I decided, after I was a co-host for an online show for about a year, and I received so much feedback just by being that co-host. They would tell me, how they loved the way that I would start conversations. They loved the way that I was engaging. They liked the sound of my voice, which I still think that's weird, but I don't like my voice. But everyone was telling me, you know what, you would definitely be great if you decided to do your own show. Well, I was in the background. I didn't mind being in the background when supporting other businesses, and so that was my primary goal. But as things change and progress, and I mentioned I started meeting other people, and I met this young woman named Apollonia. Yes, her name is Apollonia. Her mom was a huge Prince fan, but after hearing for almost a year while I was co-hosting that you would be a great host, and then the year prior to that, I actually had started a web broadcast called Small Business Review, as well as It's a Business Affair. And both of these shows that I created and never completed was about highlighting other business professionals and giving them an opportunity to come from behind the logo, from behind the computer, and really introduce to everyone who they were. But fast forward a couple of years, and I met this young lady named Apollonia. And Apollonia is very gifted. She's very, very intuitive and very accurate. So we actually had a conversation probably about 2 hours, and she told me, you need to have a talk show. And she started telling me all of these different things that I could be doing, that she can see me doing. And the beauty of it is that I saw myself doing it. Again, I already had experience from creating 2 web talk shows to being a co-host of another online show for a year. So to transition into my own, it was a no-brainer. It was just time to move on. So I'm very grateful and thankful for being that co-host for that show. I'm even grateful for, that I had the opportunity to create 2 other shows. I mean, I didn't complete it, but everything happens for a reason, right? So why did I start the show? Well, to be honest with you, as I mentioned before, the young lady Apollonia, who actually called it out. I could have taken her advice, I could have rejected her advice, but I felt that it was time to create something that was positive. Every day, just like toxins, we are exposed to so many negative things in this world. From the moment that we open our eyes, grab our cell phones, and we open up our social media, we'll see videos, we'll see posts, we'll turn on the news, we'll see devastation there, we'll turn on our satellite radios, we'll turn on our local radio stations, our televisions. I mean, you can't escape it. And I'm a person who truly believes that like attracts like. So again, when the idea of a web talk show came up, I was thinking to myself, you know, I would really love to create something that would make someone feel good when they watched it. I really want, you know, someone to view my show with their children and won't have to worry about if there's going to be some kind of censor, not have to worry if they're going to talk about something that is just not, you know, it's just not positive. So my idea is to create this show, or I've created the show to where I highlighted women. I highlight women who have been told in their lives that they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. Now, I'm not talking about, you know, oh, my mom told me I couldn't get a cookie after dinner. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about women who have been told, you know what, you shouldn't do this career because this type of career is for a man. You know, you shouldn't dress like that. That's not very attractive. You shouldn't do this. You know what? You like to argue, so I think you would be great at being a lawyer. When your ideal or your dream career is being a poet. You know, my hope is that when someone watches the show, they can see someone that they relate to. Whether it's the way that they look, whether it's the story that they're sharing, but to see someone in a position to where you are and you know that's what you want in your life, that's inspiring. And that's really what I want to do. I really want to focus that. I look at my daughter. I want to have as many positive role models around her as possible. And because of that, and you know, as children, we've all done it. My daughter has wanted to be a baker. She's wanted to be a veterinarian. She's, oh my goodness, she's wanted to be a journalist. She's wanted to be all of these things, and not once have I told her, no, you can't do that, or no, there's not enough money making in that. Not at all. Because as we go on in our life, we will figure things out. Our spirit will let us know if something's not right, whatever it is. Whether it's the lot that we choose, whether it's the company we choose, our spirit is going to let us know this is not what you should be doing. So if my daughter wants to be a veterinarian baking doggy cookies, then that's what I'm going to support her in doing. So when I'm not filming, editing, interviewing, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, that's a loaded question. Of course, I spend time with my family. You know, I always take time out to be with them, to be present with them, not spending time with them on the couch watching a movie focused on my phone. You know, granted, there are times where I may doze off on them because, you know, I'm busy, but I really try to be there for my family. I love music. I love listening to music. I'm a 70s baby, but I love the 90s. So if it's 90s R&B, if it's 90s rap, hip hop, if it's 90s pop, even some 90s rock, I mean, that's usually what all I'm listening to. If I'm not listening to the 90s and I'm listening to some jazz, some neo soul, or I just can't get with some of the hip hop today. And be it that I have 2 teenage boys, I try to be down with what they're listening to, but it's not always the case. I take time to blog. I take time, anything that's really business oriented that or has to deal with creating graphics or taking photos. That's usually what I'm doing. Again, you know, that question was a loaded question, so you got a loaded answer, but that's pretty much what I do. The Real Feel Good Show is actually a weekly series. Every Wednesday, my goal is to introduce to you a new phenomenal woman who is, you know, kicking butt, taking names, who has proven to the people or themselves that they don't have to stay tied in this box. They are able to express themselves and truly experience life the way that they want it to, in the way that I honestly believe that God intended. So every week on Wednesday, you can go to therealfeelgoodshow.com and go to the Showtime tab. My goal for the show, my ultimate goal, oh my gosh, it's just, I feel like the Grinch, how his heart just kept growing towards the end of the movie. My goal is to actually travel the world, introducing phenomenal women all over the world to others, you know, being able to hear the steps that they took and how they broke out of these old or negative mindsets and how they are truly experiencing success in their lives right now. You know, I would love to interview face to face with people. I would love to, I can actually see myself with my own set whenever I'm home and actually interview people on my stage, or travel and go to different conferences and be on other people's stage and interviewing these amazing women. My goal in the future is to also have a segment for men, because men are very important as well. Men have a phenomenal story to share, just like women. They have broken out of so many different stereotypes and expectations as well. And there's men that watch my show that they may need encouragement. And so I believe when you see someone that you can relate to and it's a positive story, it touches your soul, and you feel and know from that point on that you can accomplish anything. They did it, so can you. So make sure every Wednesday, go to therealfeelgoodshow.com. See me with a phenomenal guest whom I know you're going to love. So I just want to thank everyone who supported me so far. I have received so much love. You have a special place in my heart. And I just want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for believing me. And the best is yet to come.
Healing begins when we make a conscious shift to do so. Make a shift with Chakra Wanda at chakrawanda.weebly.com. Get weight loss and cleansing off to a fast start with the 9-day supply of the Cleansing and Fat Burning System. You may experience greater energy, weight loss boost, improved muscle tone, balanced digestion, reduced cravings. Find it at rectorwellness.com.